Welcome back to Under Reviews and happy Kinosaki Week, a weekly celebration of where we just celebrate the best girl of the entire world. As always, she was radiant, she was beautiful in this episode, and like I keep saying in every episode review, we really don't deserve her. Aside from that, today we're breaking down episode 8 of Marriage Toxin, titled The Hitman Hunter. If you've watched my video last episode, I asked for someone who could push Gero to his absolute limit. I asked for like an epic fight scene. And this episode really delivered both in like a 25-minute frame, 20 minutes, because if you remove the opening and ending, I think it's 20 minutes itself. Which, like, after everything, I'm starting to think that I have control over like this show's rating decisions because if if you watch my video, every time I ask for something, the next episode we usually get it. So am are they watching my videos? I don't know, but like either way, I'm glad. I'm glad we actually got like an epic fight scene. I'm glad because to be honest, I won't say Gero was like winning it, but like I wanted to see the full extension of like the Gero family. Why the Gero family is one of like the five great clans because at most we haven't really seen much of him like in fighting wise. Anyway, enough of me yapping. Let's get into the episode itself. The episode opens with Kinosaki trying to talking to Gero, taking Gero to like the arcade for like another round of the romance training. Like in this episode, they kind of like play some crane games, take a bit of pictures. It's like the full date experience to be honest. The comedy of this episode generally just comes from like just comes from both of them because we have Kinosaki who is always energetic, engaged, and like she is generally like enjoying herself, and then we kind of have Gero who kind of approaches everything actively with like focused intensity. Like he takes things too seriously, and like in this episode, like you kind of see it even during the date, which was like the funny parts of the episode itself. Him trying to like actually enjoy himself was really funny. The photo booth scene especially had me laughing. Like Kinosaki is full of energy. Like in every shot, she kind of like makes a different like gesture, and then you kind of like you have Kinosaki making like a gesture each and every shot, and then you kind of have Giro who's like who's just stiff. He's just looking at the camera the whole time. Like the man has one face and he committed it across the entire photo shoot itself. Like I think a maximum of 8 if I counted every one of those pictures, right? And in those pictures, he had this same expression. His expression did not change, not one bit. And my headcanon kind of remains firm. Like Kinosaki, I believe that Kinosaki has feelings for Gero, and she's kind of using this training as like a cover. Like the fact that she genuinely enjoys spending time with him despite like his complete social, just how he is, he's I wouldn't he doesn't yeah, he's like socially incompetent, as an assassin. He didn't get to like enjoy, like really socialize with a lot of people. Yeah. Anyway, my headcanon kind of still counts. Like I still believe that Kinosaki has, kind of feelings for Gary, but like as she said, she's going to help him like find a bride. So like her, I think her job is her priority. But like if they don't find anyone, I feel like Kinosaki will go for Gero. I don't know. I hope this happens. I really hope this happens. I'm using my powers on this because as you know, I make the rating decisions for this show. So like, as I decide, Kinosaki will end up with Gero at the end of the show. I hope so. Then enter Kami. I think it's Arashmaira. I'm just going to say Kami because I really don't know how to like pronounce her last name. Anyway, she's the hamster master and like she's one of the most immediately like entertaining characters this show has introduced. Like she kind of arrives with like dramatic energy, like the wind blowing, like her hair swinging to the side. Like she had so much aura in this scene, and then she kind of like loses all her aura like in one scene itself. Anyway, her main focus is she's actually here to like seek protection from Gero because she is. she's also been hunted by like the hitman hunter, and like in her mind she thinks that Gero will like immediately drop everything to protect her based on how beautiful and important she is. And look, she wasn't really lying. She wasn't really wrong about like the beautiful part. Like of all the girls in this show, Kami is easily like one of the most stunning. If we exclude Kinosaki, where is in this analogy is excluding Kinosaki, like, but still, Kami is one of like the most stunning and beautiful, beautiful like characters in this show, with the sole exception of Kinosaki herself. And what I love about Kami is the speed of like her interest in Gero. Like previous girls, we kind of had to like warm up to them, like gradually over multiple episodes, like win their trust and whatnot. But like Cammy took approximately one conversation and she saw this man, she processed like the situation and made the decision. Like she just she just fell head over heels for him. Like I was genuinely shocked, laughing, and surprised at the same time. And for those wondering what Kami's ability is, Kami's ability involves controlling hamsters, which for like a beastmaster, I really wasn't really expecting that. Like I thought she'd be like someone who controls like maybe wolves, bears, lions, tigers, but like hamsters. And like the funny part about this is like the animal treats this with like the same gravity it gets. Like it just took everything seriously. Like here's what I'm saying. Like the hamster was everywhere. Like, and this was the episode where we got our first Gero. I think this is episode one when Gero was going back from like the from his first mission. I think that this is the first episode, but like it's shocking. Like it was there from the start. This hamster has been there watching over us. This cute little ball of fuzziness. She has multiple hamsters, but like her main hamster is I think Sirius. Yeah, I think her name is Sirius. Like Sirius is genuinely like the like a like I don't know how to say it. Like like I've never been like a fan of hamster, but like Sirius is generally like adorable. Like I find myself like I really want a hamster right now. I really want to paint hamster. I don't know where to get one. I don't know if I go to like a pet shop. I probably would get one, but like I don't know what to say. Like this, I I hope there's like a plushie of this. Like I'm gonna really buy it. Like I've never really been like I'm repeating myself, but like I've never really been a hamster person. But this anime this anime just converted me in under 20 minutes. If anyone knows where like I can get one like serious, like just comment the comments are open. Like I know if I go like a pet mart or like a pet shop, I'll probably find one, but like I'll probably do more research. I really like I genuinely do want to buy a hamster real badly right now. Anyway, aside from my yapping, like underneath all that theoretical confidence, Cammy the the episode reveals that Cammy is genuinely like lonely and insecure. Like her clan has the hamster clan has declined. Like she's really not built for like direct combat. Even within like the best users, she isn't like taken seriously. Like hamsters are traditionally not like they're really not intimidating animals. And like I'm being honest, I'm not trying to be mean to her, but hamsters really wouldn't like as a hamster master I really didn't even think you'd go that far because hamsters are cute, but like in a direct fight or an assassination that wouldn't be of much use. But the episode handles her vulnerability with enough care that you kind of understand she's why she acts like this, why she's like so much high energy, like hiding her like just hiding everything under a false smile. Like she's really scared, and like the confidence is the armor. Like that emotional layer that that emotional layer is why she works as a character beyond just like the comedy. And it's why like she and Gero develop like a chemistry so quickly because of all the girls introduced. Like she has like my stamp over she was like close second to Kinosaki, but like if Gero actually ended up with this girl, I wouldn't be mad. I would genuinely be happy because I feel like she wholeheartedly deserves to be with Gero. Like after this conversation, the episode kind of just pivots a lot. We meet Peachy, Peachy Nakagawa, the hitman hunter himself. Like he is everything that I really didn't expect him to be. Like like we saw him, but like even now when I'm looking at him, we saw him anyway. We saw him last episode, but like even now when looking at him, I still really can't believe that he is the hitman and stuff because he's a nervous wreck. He's really shy. He doesn't give off like that intimidating aura. Like during this whole episode, like I was trying, like he wasn't really giving you that. He wasn't giving you intimidation, but like his actions alone were really scary. Like he's calm, he's polite, like he's completely reasonable in conversations. In a conversation, we had a talk with him, and he hunts assassins like for a living, despite having no like inherent bloodline or supernatural clan abilities like behind him. Like I don't think he's using a bloodline modification. Even himself, he did say like he's not using a bloodline modification. Like he's generally just skilled, like terrifyingly skilled, like a normal person who got like good enough to like decimate like I don't know one of the five great clans because Gero is one of the five great clans and like having to push him to that limit was really genuinely like terrifying to just watch. It was satisfying and terrifying at the same time. His most iconic moment in like the episode is like how he uses like a butter knife, like a small blade to actually like cut like this chunk of the building. Like even as I'm talking about this now, I'm sure personally like the physics doesn't really work because like how like with that I like I would understand with like a long sword, but like that small blade, how the most interesting thing about PJ isn't like the power level, like how strong it's what he represents. Like fans online noticed immediately like he's essentially like a mirror of Gero. He's socially awkward, he's deadly, but and he's somehow like capable of maintaining like a healthy romantic relationship. In this episode, we also know like he has a girlfriend. Anyway, his existence alone kind of directly challenges Gero's belief that like that being an assassin makes normal love impossible. Like I think by spending more time with him, Gero kind of like soften up about like being the assassin thing and like really pursue love wholeheartedly. And as for how he got this from law, like a bloodline ability, it's generally like one of the biggest questions going for right now because we know that the show called him like a mutant, and then we moved on. We really don't know. We know like once in a blue moon, people with bloodline abilities kind of give birth to like mutants, but like we don't know how it works. I don't know like how many generations do you have to like actually make a mutant like, and his is it just strength alone that he has, or does he have like another ability that he doesn't show us? We really don't know much about him except like the glimpse of info we got in this episode. One of the emotional highlights comes when Kami steps up between like the conflict and makes clear that Gero isn't like a mindless killer like the other assassins. That she genuinely trusts him. That kind of changes Peach's read on like everything. Like he kind of sees something in Gero. Like the episode keeps pushing like the idea quietly like like Gero is different from like the assassin world he grew up in. Like we know he kills, yes, but like he also protects, he respects life. He wants like a real connection with someone. That's why like he keeps being like that's why people keep just are drawn towards him. Like he's just that kind of a person. And for that reason I have been taking a lot of notes, a lot. So my new strategy for right now to get a girlfriend is step one, join an assassin guild. Step two, I think climb up the ranks. Step three, probably save a bunch, like save a lot of people, mainly girls, sometimes boys, depending on the situation. And I will see if the same results happen. Hopefully they do because why not? Anyway, I'll keep you updated on if the plan will work. Let's see. I really hope it does work. The episode closes on something much more like unsettling. Like Kami's collar appears to be like connected to like a hidden trap or like a control mechanism because it turned into a snake, which I think I wouldn't say I think it's choking in, like pouring like venom, like a poison into her. Because if you see, like, her neck is becoming like a reddish brown, like that's like a sign of like poisoning. Anime logic, if you use it, that's, I think she's being poisoned heavily. Which, if you kind of look at this, it kind of strongly suggests that someone within like the Beast clan family has been like manipulating the events from the beginning. Like Kami herself may have been like used like as bait to draw out Gero, or probably I think she was used as bait to draw out the Hitman Hunter. I doubt they were planning for her to actually kill him, but like I think she was just bait for the Hitman Hunter himself. Anyway, the action really isn't over. Next episode, we'll see what a full powered report Peachy is, and I want to see more of Gero because we know he's in this episode. Kind of tells us that he's not really like a fighter. He's more like an assassin, like setting up traps and things. So I want to see if he'll go hand to hand, or he will he choose the traps option and put some booby traps. Who knows? Anyway, that's all for the review today, and here's the question of the day. Peachy is essentially proof that Gero could have like a normal relationship while still being who he is. Do you think meeting Pichu is going to like fundamentally change how Gero approaches his marriage hunt going forward? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm Hunter, and I'll see you in the next one.